If it was up to Lowry Mays, he would have never been in the broadcasting business.
I might not have signed that note. Because I didn't expect to be in the radio business 90 days later.
But an accidental signature changed the course of history. Mays graduated from Texas A&M in 1957 and expected to become a petroleum engineer. He served for the Air Force and led a military exchange program in Taiwan to build a jet fuel pipeline. When Mays' service came to an end, he attended Harvard and received his MBA. He moved back to San Antonio with his wife Peggy and began working for an investment firm before starting his own in 1970. He was then presented with an opportunity.
I had two of my close friends who walked in my office one day and they said, "Oh, we've got this great new project and we want to buy a radio station and we want you to be our partner in it." What I didn't know was they had no money.
Mays signed a loan to help his friends, but didn't expect what would happen next.
90 days later, the loan officer called me and said, "Congratulations, you own a radio station." And I said, "Oh my God, what do I do now?"
He created the San Antonio Broadcasting Company and leaned on an old friend for help.
I called my buddy, Red McCombs, and I said, "Red, do you know anything about the radio business?" And he said, "Well, of course." I said, "Well, do you want to be my partner? Because I know nothing."
The two purchased a second radio station, WOAI, an AM channel with a unique signal.
It was a clear channel radio station. In 1922, they designated 12 radio stations who could have the power of 50,000 watts. No one else was on that frequency.
Mays rebranded his company Clear Channel Communications, became the CEO, and took the company public in 1984. Mays was bullish for the future of FM radio and saw the potential for talk radio for his Clear Channel AM stations.
I want to turn it into a news talk, just like KRLD. And so we did that, and it became an instant success. There was no news station here at all, and there really wasn't very many anywhere. And we duplicated that format in a number of different markets.
Mays lobbied for deregulation. That led to the Telecommunications Act of 1996 and opened the door for Mays to expand his company at a rapid pace.
We used that model to get us into the television business, and then we used that model to get us into the outdoor advertising business, and that led us to 65 different countries.
By the early 2000s, he controlled 10% of radio stations and the operation of how the music industry sold and promoted live events.
I told our salesmen, we're not in the radio business or we're not in the outdoor business. We're in the business of selling other people's products.
In 2004, Clear Channel owned 1,200 radio stations, 40 TV stations, and reached sales of $9 billion. After a minor stroke in 2005, Mays took a step back from his role as CEO. A year later, he sold his company for $17.9 billion. Lowry Mays changed the way the broadcasting business operated. It earned him honors in the Texas Business and Radio Hall of Fames. It may have been an accidental decision to sign that note decades ago, but there was nothing accidental about the success and impact Lowry Mays made years later.
Work hard, get a strong work ethic as young as you can, and try to build something worthwhile.
At Mission Park and Mission Park Cares, we'd like to bring you more programming each and every week.
Yes, just subscribe here or catch us every Sunday morning on Fox 29.
And remember, at Mission Park, it's our mission to care.